How to have more confidence when you are insecure about the way that you look. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to feel more confident about yourself when you are insecure about the way that you look. So this video is dedicated to Alex, who comments quite a lot on my channel and he asks specifically for this kind of video. So I'm going to read out his question so we can help him out. Would you consider doing a video about insecurities, as I'm a little insecure about my eyes, mild blepharitis, I don't know if I pronounced that right, and I'm very aware of how crucial eye contact is. Have a good day. So as someone who's also very insecure about the eyes, basically I have lazy eye, and I have kind of a rare lazy eye because my eyes aren't always going from one side to the other or anything like that. Like my dad has permanent lazy eye, so one eye is always looking in one direction and one eye is always looking straight ahead, you know, kind of like in the normal kind of direction that it's supposed to look. Whereas my eyes, they kind of both can kind of go like to the side depending on how tired I am. So obviously when I'm looking at a direct thing like the camera, it's not noticeable because my eyes are both focused on one thing. But when I'm doing something like thinking, or if I'm looking far off into the distance, my eyes do tend to separate and it just basically looks very strange. And it's something that I'm very insecure about. Even now, I'm very insecure about it because especially because I hear a lot about people being attracted to people who are very symmetrical, right? So if I have like eyes going all over the place, then it's obviously not very symmetrical. I also have a mole on my face as well, which is also not very symmetrical. So I'm very insecure about these certain things about my body. So I completely empathize with this experience and with your experience, Alex. So I'm going to go into some ways that I have personally dealt with this kind of situation and my insecurity. Now, it's something that I haven't totally conquered because I do still sometimes feel very insecure about my eyes. But these are some things that have helped me and helped give me a confidence boost and helped me feel less insecure about it. One of the things that has really helped me is you notice it because you're aware of it, but that doesn't mean other people notice it as much as what you do. So when you look in the mirror, it might be the first thing you look for. It might be the first thing that you see, and you might think it's a really big problem. But when in reality, it's only a big problem for you because you are focusing on it. It might not necessarily be a problem for anybody else. So basically, it might not stand out as much as what you think it is. But because you're insecure about it, of course, you're going to focus on it. So first be aware that other people might not notice it as intensely as what you do. And this is something that my partner tells me, though. She says to me, oh, the reason why you are aware of it is because you look for it. Like you look for it in photos, you look for it in videos of you, you're very aware of it. That's why you can see it. I mean, other people probably don't see it as much as you do, which I think is a fair account because not many people have said to me, oh, what happened to your eyes just then? Like it's happened to me a couple of times, but it doesn't happen to me a lot. Like it doesn't happen to me often. It's happened maybe about 2 or 3 times in my life where someone has been like, whoa, what happened to your eyes just then? It's only happened a couple of times. It's probably not as intense as what you think it is. So obviously, like my lazy eye, this might not be something that you can actually change about yourself. So obviously for me, I can't change my lazy eye. Like there's some parts of myself that I cannot change. Like I can't change my height and I can't change the fact that I have lazy eye. And this is also a problem that you may have. You might not be able to change what you believe is wrong with your eyes. But there are things about our body and our appearance that we can change. We can wear better clothes. We can change our body, as in like we can exercise it so we can gain more muscle, or lose extra weight if you have any extra weight, or you can gain weight if you believe that you're too skinny. You can change things about your body, but obviously there are certain things you can't change, which is fine. But what you need to do then is kind of work on those other areas of your body that you can change, that you can make more attractive. Because if you've got something wrong with your eyes, like what I have, it can sometimes make you feel very, very powerless about the situation. But once you realize that you can change other parts of your body, and you can make yourself more attractive, you can basically work with what you've got, right? Then that opens up a whole new set of possibilities, and it makes you feel a bit better about yourself, knowing that you know, even though you can't change this certain thing about your body, there are other things that you can change and make more better, that you can make more attractive. Even just wearing different clothes and better fitting clothes can actually really change the way that you look and the way that others perceive you. Having a better haircut, for example, you know, having a good trim haircut or having a beard, you know, these are all things that people can do to improve the way that they look. But the important thing is that you personally like it, right? So if you don't want to have something like a beard because you don't personally feel attractive in having a beard, then don't have a beard. If you like to have long hair instead of short hair, then have long hair if you feel like that's what makes you feel the most confident and sexy, right? Because we are very much exuding how we feel about ourselves, and our attraction can be based on that. How attractive, our attractiveness can be based on that. So, for example, if you look at someone who is insecure, you'll be able to tell. Like if I asked you to describe to me someone who is feeling insecure, you'll be able to tell me. You'll probably say to me something like, oh, they're probably looking down, they're probably not looking people in the eyes, you know, they're probably, you know, facing away from people, they're probably slouched. But then if I ask you to describe me someone who's very confident and feels that they are attractive, you'll probably say something like, well, they've got their chin up, they've got their shoulders back, you know, they walk confidently, they walk with purpose, you know, all these kinds of things. So just putting yourself in a more confident stance, wearing clothes that you feel sexy in, can really, really help you appear more attractive and feel more attractive. You've got to believe that you're good looking. You have to believe that about yourself. Even if there are parts of you that you don't like, focus more on your strengths, focus more on the things that you do like about your body, and let that be your primary focus, because you got to feel that way. You've got to feel like you're a catch. You have to feel that way. And even if you are deluding yourself, it's still better than believing that you're ugly and not attractive. Because the truth of the matter is that the only person that you're ever really going to have in your corner is you, okay? And you are the one that you need to rely on when it comes to your confidence and the way that you feel about yourself. So you need to give yourself that boost. You need to feel better. You need to get yourself into a mood where you feel better about yourself. And if you act confidently, if you act like you are attractive and you start believing that, you will come across as more attractive and you'll feel less insecure. The next thing that I want to talk about is we've all met attractive people who, once we've got to know them, they've actually been not very nice. And I can remember this when I was at school. There was this girl who was like super, super attractive, but she was a bully. And so a lot of people, including myself, didn't like her because her behavior was so ugly. Like she was a horrible person. She was mean. So even though she looked outwardly attractive, I personally wasn't attracted to her because of how awful of a person she was, right? Now, I'm sure she's probably changed now, so if she does watch this video, you know, and you know who you are, then obviously I assume that you've probably changed from that teenager that you once was. But you can understand what I mean, which is that, you know, you don't necessarily have to be good looking to be beautiful, to be a beautiful human being. And we've all met people that are kind of not very good looking on the outside, but when you get to know them, they're actually a really beautiful soul, just by the way that they treat other people and how kind they are to other people. So you might not be able to change this thing about your eyes, but you can change who you are. You can change yourself into someone who is beautiful towards people, you know, expressing kindness to others. And not just in the people that you're attracted to. You can do this in such a way to everybody, right? And if other people see you treating other people with kindness, with generosity, with love and understanding, other people will like you. They will think that you are a nice person. And we've all seen like women who are extremely, extremely beautiful, and yet their spouse is someone that who doesn't really match up to their beauty, right? So you see a girl who is in a relationship with a guy who isn't very good looking, but yet she is a supposedly and outwardly gorgeous, you know, has all the stereotypical markers of beauty, shall we say. There's this guy who's in a wheelchair and is I don't know if he's still alive, but anyway, it was called W. Mitchell. So just type in W. Mitchell on YouTube. And basically this is a guy who managed to get married when he was in a wheelchair. And because he had this huge accident, they had to take his like toes off of his feet and put them onto his hands, so he had something to grasp because he didn't have fingers. And yet he still got married, you know? So even someone who looks like that can still get a relationship. Even if you have like a certain problem with your eyes or anything else, depending on who else is watching this video, that doesn't mean that you can't end up in a loving, healthy relationship with someone just because of the way you look. So another way that you can probably gain confidence in yourself, this is more to do with confidence in general, is to start getting really good at certain things. So this could be your job, you know, getting really, really good at your job and becoming more confident in other areas. You know, it could be in going to the gym. You might be very confident in going to the gym and being able to lift heavy things, or you might be really confident in something like jiu-jitsu. You know, find other ways that you can build your confidence, not just when it comes down to your looks. Look for other areas of your life that you can improve and become more confident in, because usually when you become really confident in one area, it spreads to other areas as well. So obviously, there are certain things about ourselves that we can't change, that we wish we could change. But my hope is for you is that you will start to focus less on these things that you don't like about yourself and start focusing more on the things that you do like about yourself, on the things that you can improve about yourself to make yourself more attractive. Make yourself feel more attractive to yourself, because that's important. It's very important that you work on the psychology behind it, which is believing that you are attractive. So when you go out, you feel confident and you feel like you're attractive. You know, you have to feel that. You have to feel that. If you want other people to believe that you are attractive, you must first believe it in yourself. You must first believe that you can find love, that you can attract whoever you want to attract. And when you walk out in whatever you're wearing, or whatever hairstyle that you have, that you feel attractive in what you are wearing, and the way that you are carrying yourself. And if you have that, the rest will fall into place. You have to believe in yourself first in order for other people to believe in you. And that works not just for attraction, but for many areas of your life. Anyway, I hope this has helped you. I hope it's answered your question. I really do hope that it's helped you. I can totally empathize with this issue that you have about your eyes. If you would like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. At the moment, there is a free PDF download on my website that you can get. It's basically a dating manual that will help you with your dating skills and once you get into a relationship as well, and how to maintain a healthy relationship. If you do read it, then please let me know what you think and give me some feedback on it so I can make it the best product possible for those people that want it. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Bye, guys.